everybody, I'm finally back again, and I have for you today a new pens video. So I have added 3 new pens to my collection, and yeah, I think I'm really happy about how it's going. I'm trying not to add too many too fast, but I saw these and I couldn't resist because 2 of them are fountain pens, and the third one is a glass tip pen. So what I think we'll do is we'll start with the glass tip pen because that's the one that I'm most excited to really get into. I think the first one we'll start with is the glass tip pen, since that's the one I'm most excited to get into. So I need to take this out like that. So what have we got? Typical paper everywhere. So this is the glass handcrafted quill, and I'm not really sure what this is. So there's nothing else in the box. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here, and let's get into the quill. Okay, so this is like a little thank you. It says, please carefully dip the nib into the ink glass. Do not push it on the bottom. Okay, so that tells us that it's very, very fragile. It says the pen writes with conventional ink, preferably on paper with a slightly denser, smooth surface. It should be held in regular writing posture at an angle and does not work in vertical position. Okay, since the glass nib itself is not flexible, the paper can be placed on a softer surface to improve writing performance. Okay, so those are some little tips on how this can work better. I'm definitely keeping this paper. It would be great to do some art things with. So I'll put that down here with my paper. So let's get into this pen and how it looks. Ooh, I'm kind of excited. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Ew, look at that. Wow. And look at that point. Wow. Very, very excited about this one. And oh my gosh, look how pretty. Okay, now I can say this one thing that's interesting is, because I have quite a few of these glass. I mean, like this is one that I use quite frequently, and this one actually is heavier than this one. The point is pointing, okay? Just to see the difference, you can see that. Let me see if I can show you with a piece of paper. You can see that these points are really quite different. This one is very, very pointed. This one has it's pointed, but it's a bit flat on the very tip. So we're going to see how this is going to work out. But I have high hopes for this one being interesting to write with. Already to hold it, it feels good in my hand to hold. I just have to make sure my fingers stay behind the little bulb, or I risk having ink over my entire hand. So we're going to put this here for the moment, and we're going to come back to that. Now let's just see what this is, because I don't know what it is. I did not think there was anything else coming with this one. Oh, okay. All right, so they've gifted me a bottle of ink. I'm not mad at that. All right, so this is ink. It's turquoise. I don't know what language this is. Turquoise. And this is M&M. I don't know M&M. If anyone knows M&M, it's Metzger and Mendel. Metzer-Mendel.com. I don't know it. But we're going to try and test it out a little bit to see exactly where we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up one of my notebooks. I'm going to pick this notebook because it's simple. The paper's not too bad in here. And we're going to try to write something with this pen. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now you can see the problem is here. Oh my gosh. It writes so nice. Wow. It writes so nice. It's very smooth now. You have to be careful when you dip because you don't want to go all the way up here and it's hard to see because it's black. So if I write my name, that's good too. Yeah, it's really nice. Wow. Okay, this was a good buy. I can see myself using this quite a bit actually. Because it's very smooth. Very smooth. My goodness. All right. This was an excellent buy. Okay, so I'm loving this. I like this color. It kind of looks like a peacock blue color. It's called turquoise. But it has a peacock kind of color to it. I really like it though. It's very, very pretty. So I have acquired another bottle of ink. Okay. So this was nice. This was a very nice. So I'm probably just going to keep it in this box because when you get a glass tip pen and it's really good quality, you're better off keeping it in the box to make sure that the next time you pick it up to use it, it's in excellent condition because these pens are very fragile. Like for this one, I don't really care very much. It cost me 10 euros, this pen. This one cost me a lot more. So yeah, I'm gonna be careful with it. So that's the first pen. I'm thrilled with that. Wow. Super smooth. I highly recommend. Now this pen, I ordered it on Etsy, and I will put here on the screen the seller that I got it from. I think the seller was in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So the next pen I got was the TWSBI. This is the TWSBI Echo Bronze. To finish that collection of bronze, to finish that collection of bronze pens. So as you can see, this one was still stuck. I thought I had taken it off, but yeah. So this one is the bronze. This is the, what they call it's called the bronze piston filler. So yeah, I had to get this one to finish off my collection because I already have the little family of bronze Twisbies. So this is the new one. Then there's this one. And this one. And wait, I'll go like this. And this one. And then if I count, I can count this one, which is the Diamond 380. So there we have the little family all together. So of course, this is really one of my favorite pens. I use it quite frequently. At the moment, I have, I think it's Herbin Poussière de Lune is in, ink is in this one. But as you can see, I love this bronze. I mean, the first Twisby that I bought was this one right here, which I bought this quite a few years ago. But this was the first one that I bought, and you can kind of see how old it is. It even has like gold shimmers and stuff on it and a little scratchy on the back here. I've used this pen quite a lot, and I love it, love it, love it so much. Now, the only other ones that I own, there's also, this is the other bronze that I have that's in the family. I have this ice blue and the jade. So from the Echo family, these are all the ones that I own. I have not as yet used this blue one just yet. I bought it last year. I still haven't used it yet. And the other ones I have used. So I haven't used this one yet either, the black. So I'm going to have to, you know, do a currently inked very soon to show you what I'm going to be using this month from my collection. I'm not sure if I'm just going to do all Twisbies because I have different types of nibs. This one I think is a stub nib, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is a stub nib. Can't remember, but I think it is. It looks, let me just see if it'll say it on here. No, this is a broad. This one is a broad. And this one is a stub nib. This is the black one. This was in a stub nib. And in the caramel, this one also has a kind of prune color in it, but it's not Poussière de Lune. I think it's the Iroshizuku Sunyonjo is in here. And this one is, this one I think is a stub. No, it's a broad. Sorry, this one is a broad. And the cream is in a stub nib. So there we have it. So this is my little collection of the bronze, which I'm really happy with. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to decide, you know, if I'm going to do all Twisby Echoes or if I'm going to do a variation of the different pens that I have. So that's what's going on there. So that's this one right here. Now, the next pen in my collection is this one right here that I just added, which is the Opus 88. Now, as you remember, last year, I bought this one, which is the Bella Green. And absolutely love it. At the moment, it has in here, it's called the Herbin, Jacques Herbin Metropolitain. I love that green. It's just gorgeous. So now this is the new opus that I've added to my collection. The Opus 88. And this one, okay, I don't really like their boxes. So this is the pen. I absolutely love it because I don't have any fully white pens. This will be the first fully white pen that I have. And I hope to eventually get a Sailor, which will be fully white, hopefully. So this, of course, has the typical, piston filler situation. It has a broad, a stub nib. And, you have to open the valve like this to have the ink flow into the nib. So this should be interesting to see how this is going to work, because I think this is considered a 1.4 stub is what I think it is. So we're going to see about that. But first we need to ink it up. So we have here, we have the ink dropper, and we have here an extra valve in case for some reason I need to replace, I'll show you, in case I need to replace this one right here. For some reason, if this breaks, then I have this one I can pop on there to replace it. But we're going to hope that nothing like that is going to happen and that we're going to be okay. So what I'm going to do now is try to figure out what color I should put in here. I think I'm going to go with, because I have a couple of really interesting ones over here that are diamine. I'm thinking, let's try this, the Aurora Borealis. I don't know if you know this one. This is diamine, and this is a really, really beautiful color. So we're going to try this. I'm going to shake it up a little bit because you should always shake them up before you really start to use them, because you just never know. Sediments and things float to the bottom. Okay, so let's see if we can. So I'm going to put my ink in here. Okay, I'm trying to see, but it's a little bit of time to fill it up. And because you don't want to fill it up too much, but let's see. I think we can go a bit more. Oh, this is a beautiful color. Okay. I think we can stop there. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that with so I'm putting this on like this, screwing it back on. There we go. Screwing this back on like so. So that's Aurora Borealis. Now, here we go. We have to kind of unscrew this to allow the ink to flow into the pen. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up for the moment So upside down so it has a moment to kind of flow through. I'm trying to clean my ink dropper out because it was full of this very blue-green ink. It's a very interesting color, this Aurora Borealis. It doesn't really look like the tag. The tag looks a tad bit, the way it looks on here, it looks more blue-green. And as I put it into the pen, it looked more like an electric kind of blue-green. So we're going to see. So I'm going to get my paper out. And we're going to see if this is going to cooperate. If this is going to cooperate. Okay. Wow. It feels good. So it has its sounds. You can hear a lot of the scratchiness, but you don't feel that when you're writing with it. When you're writing with it, it's really quite smooth. Yeah, I love it. It's really quite smooth. This is a lovely pen. I'm going to enjoy writing letters with this pen. And I love this color. Actually, the color really does mimic the label. It's just when it comes out of the bottle, it looks very different. So I'm thrilled with this. Wow. I don't know. I'm amazed at how smooth the writing is. It's very smooth. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Opus, I love you. So there it is. This is the Opus 88. The name of this one, I can't remember the name right off, but I will put it on the screen. But my gosh, I love it. So you can see it is very similar to the other one. This is the Bella Green, but this one is it's a much more streamlined, even though it is quite a large pen. And also when I'm holding it, it's very comfortable. I guess I could cap it if I wanted to. I could cap it, but I don't cap. This is good enough for me. It's very comfortable. Now I have long fingers and my hands are kind of big, or should I say long. So, this might not be to some people's likings. And it also has a stub nib. That's quite a large stub nib, but look how beautiful the writing is, I love a good stub nib because, yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't love a good stub nib? So when we look at this one, it's like a typical, I think it's the similar body as the Bella Green. It's got a little clip. The clip is it's a bit tough, but that's fine. I never use a clip. You still have the little window so you can see what your ink level is. And as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but I did not fill it up. So in the window, it still looks a little empty, but that's fine because I don't need to fill it all the way up. I love the opus around the ring. That looks really good as well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 turns to take it out. So maybe that's a little bit excessive. But I mean, I'm okay with it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually 5 turns. Yeah, I love this pen. Love everything about it. The writing, fantastic. I love this color. Oh, I love this Aurora Borealis. Very nice. So that's what I have for you today. These are the pens we're working with. The new pens in the collection. These two, and of course, last but not least, my glass tip from Etsy. So these are the pens that have been added to my collection. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Comment below and let me know if you have any of these. And are you a fan of this bronze espresso color in the Echo? And what do you think about this opus? Like, gorgeous, right? Fantastic. Oh, I forgot to shout out Stilo and Stile. I always order from them because they're in Italy and I'm in France. And so tax-wise, I'm not taxed because I'm buying something within Europe. It's very difficult for me to buy things from the U.S. So Goulet Pens is out. The taxation is terrible. So that's where I ordered these two from, was from Stilo and Stile. And this one, like I said, I ordered it from a seller on Etsy. So this is all I have for you today. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. And I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye.